Hey, nice to meet you. I'm Ashley Gargus, and I'm going to be interviewing you today.
Okay, nice to meet you. My name is Roger Sherman.
So Roger, where were you born at?
I was born in Newton, Massachusetts on April 19th, 1721.
Sure was. Why did you move from Massachusetts to Connecticut?
Well, after my father died, I really didn't have any more family in Massachusetts, and my brother had got married and settled down in Connecticut. So I moved to Milford to be near him and his family.
It's very interesting. So, how would you say your political career began?
Well, I would say my political career began in 1743. After I'd moved to Milford, I was elected as the county surveyor of New Haven County. Then, in 1754, I opened a law firm after I was admitted to the Connecticut State Bar. And once I opened my law firm, I was elected as Chief Justice and the county judge for New Haven, where I served several years. After that, I moved on to serve on the Connecticut Superior Court as an assistant judge for them for a while, and then I was appointed to a representative of both houses of the Colonial Assembly.
Well,
so that's where it began.
Okay. What were your feelings about the rebellion against Britain?
At first, I really didn't support the rebellions. There was lots of talks of it, and I kind of just stayed away, didn't really want to get too involved in it. But as Britain began to issue more taxes and implement more taxes on the colonies and how unfair they was, the more I got to know, and I kind of joined forces with the rebellion and started fighting against Britain because the way they were taxing the colonies was very unfair. Everything they used and everything they did, they were just putting outrageous taxes on them.
How do you feel about being the only person to sign the Articles of Confederation, the Articles of Association, Declaration of Independence, and the U.S. Constitution?
I feel very honored that I was able to be a part of all those documents and the putting together and signing of them. I'm very honored that I was able to be a part of all those.
Which one, in your opinion, would be the most important and why?
The most important document to me, I would have to say, would be the Declaration of Independence, because that was all the colonies deciding that it would be in the best interest of the people of the colonies to break away from Britain, and that was really, stating our independence. We were breaking away, and I think that was the most important.
How did you devise the Connecticut Compromise?
Well, during the Constitutional Convention, after the Revolutionary War was over, we were trying to revise the Articles of Confederation because they weren't working quite as well as we had hoped they would. And the large states were wanting to have more proportional representation, wanting to have their votes count for more than the smaller states. Well, the smaller states were really upset, didn't want it, didn't think it would be fair to allow them to have more votes, so they just wanted equal, every state to have one vote and no more. And this debate got very intense, and they almost dissolved the whole convention, and even threatened to dissolve the entire union, just let every state be independent. And that night I just was thinking about it real hard, and I was like, something's got to be done. We can't let all this time that we've put into this go to waste, and we need to stay united if we are going to make a go at this new world. So I just thought about it, and I was like, why not do both? Why not have a lower house where it's based on proportion, and the upper house, which is based on one vote per state, equal representation. And I just gave it a shot and was like it couldn't hurt anything to suggest it, so I suggested it, and people seem to be on board with it and go with it, and it seems to have worked pretty well, I think. So that's kind of where it came about, and my thoughts on it.
Well, if you could change things now, would you?
I don't think I would. I think everything has worked fairly well, been pretty successful. So I think I would leave everything the exact same way it was. I would not change anything about anything.
That's great, Roger. That's all I got for you.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.